Ten,
Standby to take studio.
7, 6,
Standby
5,
camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Hello and welcome back for another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Tony Nault.
And I'm Aaron McIntyre. On today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Mr. Wesnowski's construction class, Mrs. Riachopo's art class, and the recent North Central Alberta's Teachers Convention. But first, our top story.
Last year, MCHS was excited to introduce its new urban agriculture class. Put together and run by Mr. Kortash, Urban Ag teaches students the know-how on where their food comes from and how to grow and prepare it themselves. Students have many activities throughout the year, from raising gardens to making bacon. Reporter Rose Van Braven gives us a look at the class.
Urban agriculture is a brand new course featuring food processing and cultivation just introduced this year. The students of MCHS have proven to be quite interested in these processes, as this class has become one of the most popular options of the year.
I think a lot of people signed up for the course because they know that it's a hands-on course. We do a lot of field trips, but it's going to be lots of hands-on stuff. And they're interested. They're interested in learning how to grow garden, learning how to make bacon, and all kinds of fun stuff that we do in this class.
Planting and growing like fruits, vegetables, wheat, all that kind of stuff isn't the same as it was a long time ago. Now a lot of it's being altered, changed, so I wanted to learn all that kind of stuff. How does it affect the plant? Can you still, what are like different ways of growing plants, vegetables, things like that? And there's a lot that's actually going into planting and things like that. It's not just throw a seed in the ground and let it grow.
Basically learning how to grow plants and all around things that I could do outside of the house.
While experience in farming can be useful to these students, this course, unlike some others, do not require a whole lot of outside experience prior to joining.
You don't really need a whole lot to take part of it. You learn all the fundamentals, all the basics, and then you can go from there. If you already do have a farming or like a gardening background, it will help because then you will have kind of like a step up. But if you don't, you honestly don't need it. You start everything from scratch and learn and just go off from there. You're kind of learning off of each other a bit as well.
It was something that I was interested in. So I've been teaching biology for 9 years at the school, and I wanted a little bit of a change and something that I was passionate about and thought, ran the idea by a few students, and they were interested in it as well. And so yeah, something that both the students and I can have fun doing at the same time.
This course, both popular and engaging, has proven to be rewarding for these students. It is because of this course they walk away with both vital lessons in life and valuable memories.
Probably the biggest thing I'll remember is trying to get one of the plant boxes set up, because we had 2 posts to hang a net so that like tomatoes and things can grow through, but it took about a half hour to set up because we kept putting it in, then it wouldn't stay, then we'd have to take it out, throw it back in, and trying to build that was just a joy. It was amazing.
A little bit of a challenge, but you have to work in your group, you have to work as a team. Sometimes there's an argument and you just have to say, okay, you have to suck it up as that one person and go with the other person's idea.
I get to learn right alongside the students. There's so much that I don't know about the things that we're doing in this class, and it's fun to be able to learn with my students and have them teach me things and vice versa. And yeah, so we're all learning together, which is a lot of fun.
With so much to learn and gain from the wonderful world of urban agriculture, it's no wonder this course is so well liked among the students. For MCTV News, this is Rose Van Braven reporting.
Welcome back. Have you ever wanted to own your own business but didn't know where to start? Here to talk about an exciting opportunity for students at MCHS is Project Coordinator for Community Futures, Benita Peterson. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
So what exactly does Community Futures offer at MCHS?
We're offering a program here at MCHS starting on April 8th, and it's an introduction to entrepreneurship. And it's for anybody who wants to learn about becoming an entrepreneur and who maybe wants to start a business as soon as this year.
So what kind of businesses do you students usually try to get at with this program?
They can open up any business of their choosing. So it might be a baking business or a mechanical business or a woodworking business. They might be using their artistic skills. Can be any business of their choosing that they could open up by the end of taking this course.
So what's the cost of the program?
There's no cost at all to the program. It's free. You can just sign up for it after school.
Awesome. And what happens at the end of the program?
At the end of the program, Community Futures will submit a loan to students that are interested in starting a business this year. So there's up to $300 available for students that want to start a summer business. If they want to come back at Community Futures maybe later down the road when they're ready, they can get a loan then.
So what exactly, like the students come into a classroom environment and learn about these businesses, or what goes on?
It's an interactive presentation, so students come in, they learn the basics about business ownership, sole proprietorships, partnerships, maybe even a little bit about corporations, learn a little bit about GST numbers, starting a business, finding a business name, designing a business, deciding a business, writing a business plan, all these different aspects. So they're going to learn a lot, and then at the end of the program, if they decide they want to start a business and they feel ready, then they can submit a business plan. Something like that show on Dragon's Den, where they submit a business plan and then they may get approval for a loan and start a business.
Awesome. Well,
it's a great program.
Thanks for being on the show with us today. Another possible area of employment other than entrepreneurship that students at MCHS can pursue is the skilled trades. Mr. Ben Wisnowski teaches students the basics of fabrication and welding in his high school construction class, providing his students the upper hand in snatching a good job. First-year reporter Tyson Hewitt put on his hard hat and steel-toe boots and files this story.
Hello MCTV, I'm Tyson Hewitt reporting from MCTV, and today we're going to talk to you about construction and how fun it is to be working inside it and all the safety equipment you have to use.
I like having everything that I do hands-on. I would rather get up and work on something with my hands than sit in a desk and read a book.
I don't know. It's get me prepared for more jobs, but I just came into this course just for fun.
I can use welding a lot to fix mechanicals, like with trucks and vehicles, or I could use even woods to, fix a house if I happen to be hit by a tornado or something.
There are several projects students can work on and hopefully enjoy.
Right now, this last year I started an archery project, an archery bow, and so grade 11 and 12s can do that once they have some construction experience. And it's some professional built bows, and they look pretty wicked, and a lot of people are excited to get up to that point where they can build one.
Probably the project I'm working on right now, it's a nightstand with a little drawer.
There are many projects to work on and have fun with, but you also need safety equipment to participate in these projects.
Well, first of all, you need glasses. Things can get into your eyes, and that's very hazardous. Second, you need shoes, because things could drop on your feet if it's very hot, like in welding. That could burn very badly. You need to wear a welding jacket to keep the UVs from burning your skin.
There are some people who recommend students to take this class, and why?
Yes, I would recommend it them. It keeps them out of trouble. And it's really fun to build things.
I'd recommend this class to students because it teaches them a variety of skills that they may not otherwise know. They can do everything from house repair to building something they need for their place. It's all very handy.
From MCTV News, I'm Tyson Hewitt.
The weather over the last week has been brutal to say the least. Multiple cold temperature records were set across the province, and our neighbors in Saskatchewan were dealing with wind chill values in the -50s. To see if March is finally going to see a change in the weather to more spring-like conditions is our meteorologist, Aaron McIntyre.
Thank you, Tony. So right now we're going to take a look at the weather across Canada. In Whitehorse and Yellowknife, it's pretty sunny with -12 and -16. In Vancouver, they got it nice with a little bit of rain and 10 degrees. Regina is -10 and Winnipeg is -9. Both have flurries. The big TO here has a bit of flurries with some sun with -5. Montreal at -11. Iqaluit at -17. Halifax down here at -9. St. John's -9 as well with a mix of sun and clouds. And Montreal at 11. Now we're going to take a look at Alberta. At Fort McMurray, we have -13, and high level, the exact same. Mix of sun and cloud with some flurries. Grand Prairie, we have -18. Edmonton, -14 with some cloud and a little bit of flurries. Red Deer, Jasper, -11. Basically, the entire south side has a bit of flurries. We're going to take a look at our current weather conditions. It's -18 degrees Celsius right now with a wind going west of 4 kilometers per hour. Relative humidity is 68%. The sun rose today at 7:12 a.m. Sunset at 6:19 a.m. We're going to look at our full week forecast now. So for the first half of the week, it's okay weather. We have -13 on Wednesday, -12 on Thursday, -9 on Friday, and then Saturday, lucky for us, it starts to warm up with a high of 4, and then Sunday at 2 in the morning, we spring ahead 1 hour for daylight saving time. We have a temperature of 0 for Sunday. Monday we have 2, and Tuesday we have a temperature of 3 degrees. Back to you, Tony.
MCHS is home to many talented artists who have ample opportunity to express themselves creatively in Mrs. Richopo's art class. Numerous painting and sculpture styles are covered, and students are definitely encouraged to think outside the box. My co-host Aaron McIntyre provides us with this report.
Art is a way of expressing yourself. It's just kind of relaxes you, and it, I don't know, it's just something fun to do.
Not only is art a fun and good creative outlet, but Mrs. Richopo shared information on how it's good for the students' minds.
I hope it helps them to think creatively. The research is showing, right, any of fine arts will help students just problem solving is a little bit easier, better, having that creative way of thinking about problems.
It's kind of like a creative outlet, I guess. It's something to take your mind off less, more stressful things. It's something you don't really have to worry about.
Art isn't just good for helping students relieve stress, but it could also be a huge help when it comes to university.
And it's also a course that you can use for university entrance. So any of the fine arts, drama, music, band 30, you can use that, and that's exciting because for some students it's not as hard as a math 30 or a chemistry 30 class would be.
Not only is the MCHS art program a great class to relieve stress, but it's also good for getting into university. This has been Aaron McIntyre for MCTV.
Here are your announcements for Wednesday, March 5th. MCHS Open House will be held on March 13th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Besides giving the community a behind-the-scenes look at our facility, an extensive post-secondary job fair will be held. If you're a grade 11 student with an 85% average or higher in math and 2 science classes, you might think of participating in the Heritage Youth Researcher Summer Program. You can apply for a paid position at the U of A this summer. Deadline is March 14th. See Ms. Christensen for more details. Nacho Thursday is tomorrow at lunch. $3 a plate gets you a little taste of Mexico. Fundraising will go toward the Interact Club's Friends at the Dump project in Puerto Vallarta. The stairwell/door area near room 101 is now off limits during lunch due to a lack of student cleanup after eating in the area. Please, let's all keep MCHS a clean environment. The 23rd annual Roger Champagne Bike Trip is taking place May 21st to 24th, 2014, where students will be biking from Lake Louise to Jasper. A second information meeting will be held on Monday, March 17th. See Mr. Bautestein for more details. And parent-teacher interviews will be held tomorrow night, 5 to 8 p.m. in the MCHS gym. Missoula's Children Theater will be at the Morinville Community Cultural Center from March 17th to March 22nd and is currently looking for 60 K-12 students to perform in its production of The Wizard of Oz. Register online at www.morinville.ca or call 780-939-7888. For these and all other school information, keep connected by reading the daily announcements on the TVs throughout the building, logging onto the school's website at www.mchs.ab.ca, following the school on Twitter at MCHS_Wolves, or searching the hashtag MCTV News.
On February 6th and 7th, teachers from across North Central Alberta met for their annual Teachers Convention. For students, these may be simply 2 days off from school, but for educators, this is a crucial time to meet with colleagues and partake in educational sessions. Our very own Mr. Greg Bautestein hosted a session at MCHS showing teachers how our television broadcasting program works. Reporter Ryan Beach was there to ask the participants what their views were on this opportunity.
The teacher convention is where teachers get together to learn new skills. This year, the MCTV studio was used for a news broadcast session. I asked some of the participants if they would support this class in their own school.
Definitely, because we've been doing just recorded type of videos at the moment. I'd like to move to a live type of show and be able to use that for announcements or other types of productions in the school.
Absolutely. I love the fact that the students are using practical skills. They're learning confidence, and they're the ones that are front and center reporting and developing their competencies in everything from script writing to lighting to managing the sets. I really am hopeful that I'll be able to use this in my own school in the next year.
Greg Bauenstein explains why he held the course as a part of the teachers' convention.
Well, one of the things I wanted to do is, at convention there's maybe not as many technology-based sessions. I mean, we're, CTS technology teachers are kind of I guess you could call a minority among teachers. I mean, there's not as many of us, and because of that, I think a lot of times, we may be overlooked. I don't think it's on purpose, but I just think that, because there is not as many of us, there's not maybe as many opportunities for us to have, PD, and this is just an opportunity that I saw to perhaps, give that opportunity to some teachers that are technology or CTS based.
Today was an unusual day where the teachers were the students learning how to do a live news show. I'm Ryan Beach reporting for MCTV News.
Coming up next Wednesday on MCTV News, we will be looking at how to make money off your artwork, a behind the scenes of the MCTV classroom environment, and a trailer for an upcoming epic trilogy. All this in your weekly forecast on this Wednesday, March 12th episode of MCTV News. From all of us at MCTV News, I'm Tony Nault.
And I'm Aaron McIntyre. Thanks for tuning in.
And remember, stay classy, Morinville.